Okay, so it is time now. We have been here for a long time. यहाँ पे बहुत time spend कर लिया हमने. Let us go to space. Okay? So as I promised, I will talk less, I will show more. So I will start with a movie of my journey in past 1 year. How did it start and how did we reach space? Okay? So let us watch this movie, please.
When I think or feel about having the flag on my left shoulder, I just want Hungarian people to know that we did this. We were able to achieve this. And it completely doesn't matter for me who is in the suit. I am proud, but I just want them to be proud as well.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift off.
For 3 nations, a new chapter in space takes flight. Godspeed, AX4.
Welcome, Earthlings, from Great.
It's an amazing feeling to be in orbit for the first time. When I looked out through the window for the first time, the view was just stunning.
Wow, what a ride it was. But when the ride started, it was something. Like you're getting pushed back into the seat. It was an amazing ride. And then suddenly, nothing. It was an amazing feeling.
We also want to thank you for basically thanks for everyone around the world and every person, every team who made this beautiful day happen.
Grace crew, welcome aboard the International Space Station. Peggy, welcome back. It's a great honor and privilege to have such a legendary astronaut on board with us. And Thibaut, Shooks and Swab, congratulations on your first space flight.
Thank you to all participants. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.
I travel to space with the dreams of 1 billion hearts with me. I want them to live this journey with me because I feel that it is equally theirs as it is mine. Because I feel that this is truly the journey of an entire nation.
And look where we can go when we work together on common platform, common science, then sky is no longer the limit. We can explore space, we can explore science, we can explore technology and build new solutions for the future.
The X4 crew came here with a purpose and a really busy agenda. This was a great mission and we enjoyed it the most. So now we will return home and we will spread the word in our countries that these things are within our reach. These things are possible even for smaller countries like ours.
It's always great to work with a bunch of professionals, which you are, but it's even more special to work with folks that have become our friends even more deeply. Thank you.
Thank you to the Axiom 4 crew.
And we have splashdown of the AX4 crew back on planet Earth.
Welcome home.
I think it's really important to have these examples of people to show the new young generation that actually there are no boundaries. Your dreams, your careers and your lives have no limits. This is what you dream of, then you can pursue.
So I hope you went to space with me. So this is in short how it feels, to do the training and go to space. But let me do one thing. I will take you step by step, every step from launch to being on orbit and then coming back. Okay, so let us move. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yes. So like one of the speakers was mentioning here about conserving water on Earth, looking at planet because this is the only thing you have. And this becomes very, very powerful when you travel outside the planet. When you look at Earth from the outside, you feel that this is home, not Hyderabad, not India, not any other place in the world, but the planet, the Earth, that becomes your home. And the view is so beautiful, the planet looks so beautiful from outside. I will show you, the next slide please. We have a video of Earth at night. We are over South America and we will be crossing the Atlantic and going over Europe, and you will also see the moon which is going to set in this video. Can we play this? Look at this. Now we are flying over the Atlantic Ocean and the green glow that you see is due to the oxygen, and now you'll see the moon coming in. Isn't it beautiful? So how many of you want to go to space and see it for yourself? Very nice. I'm so happy to see that. But it takes a lot of effort and lot of hard work to do this mission actually. And when you are sitting on the rocket on the day of launch, like I thought that I knew everything. Just say when you have your exams, then you are confident in your mind that we have studied everything, we know the answers. But as soon as you get your question paper, everything goes off, you forget everything. That is exactly what happened to me that day when the launch was happening. You're going from 0 kilometers per hour to 28,500 kilometers per hour in 8.5 minutes. That is, I was not expecting the kind of force that the launch was. And it is not just the number you feel on your body. Your body experiences those forces. So I will show you, how you feel that and how you train for that on ground when you're sitting in a space capsule, and how you train for that when you're sitting in a fighter cockpit. So let us have a look. Can we go to the next, please, and play? Audio. There is a...
GX, 6GX, 7GX, 8GX. Switch will maintain for 30 seconds, sir.
Okay, next slide and wait. Wait, don't play. So did you see the video? Like as if somebody is pushing you. So all the force is on your chest and your eyes, they go inside. You're not able to breathe. Your lungs are compressed. So you saw me opening my mouth every, certain time. I was exhaling, pushing out air, and inhalation happens as a passive exercise. Now I will take you to the fighter cockpit. How does it feel when you are sitting in a fighter cockpit? Can we play this?
Braking profile 7G, target tracking for 15 seconds now. Start track. This your stick is live, go for it now. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, strain hard, breathe. Maintain, very good, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3,
Okay, next one.
3, offload.
So which one did you find was more difficult? The first one, second one? And you know the value of g-force or the acceleration was less in second one. The first one was 8, second one was 7. So this is why in a rocket, in a space capsule, you are lying down on your back and you experience the force through your chest. And then you get to space. And when you get to space, it is two things. It is a lot of fun. बहुत मज़ा आता है. Because all that you wanted to do, all the acrobatics, the somersault, front flip, back flip, you can do everything. There is no problem. But it is very confusing because you don't know what is up, what is down. That sense completely goes away. The concept of space also changes. You know, in this stadium, if you see, all of you are sitting on chairs. Nobody is hanging from the ceiling or sticking to the wall, right? But in space, it is possible. You can do that. So I remember my first day. Can you remove this drone, please, from here? So on my first day, I remember I had to cross a module, and there was an experiment set up right in the center. And I thought that I cannot go. So I was waiting. And then this other astronaut, she came to me and she said, "What are you doing, Shuks?" So I told her that I have to cross, but I cannot go because of this experiment. And she started laughing. She held my hand, took me to the ceiling of the module and said, "Walk here." And that is the time your mind changes that this is possible. You know, you can do this in space. You're not restricted to the ground alone. Okay, if I was to ask you a question, how many of you feel that there is no gravity in space? And how many of you feel that there is gravity but we don't feel it? And what about the people who have not raised their hands in both the questions? So the second one is the case. There is gravity in space, but you don't feel it because you are falling all the time. So if I'm holding this paper in space and I leave it, it will stay here. It will not fall. Because this is falling, I am falling, the station is also falling. So relatively this doesn't fall. But again, your mind doesn't know that. So in the initial few days, I was very reluctant to leave things. I cannot leave things. But after 7, 8 days, 10 days, you become comfortable with leaving things, you know, and you know that nothing is going to fall. And I'll show you a video for it. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah. Play this. Look, I'm trying to change the lens on a camera. So you leave things, after 7, 8 days you become comfortable that nothing is going to fall. And the problem is when you become comfortable with this idea, you come back to earth. And here things fall. They don't stay. So I remember the first evening I came back, I was sitting on my bed and I was answering emails. And instinctively I closed my laptop, took it to the side and I left it. And clearly I can tell you it did fall. It fell down on the ground. But it was a very good lesson. You know, your mind can make you believe things which are not necessarily true, not happening towards you. Can we stop the drone, please? Tell it to be on a side. You know, everybody gets distracted because of that. Stop the drone. Don't put it on the audience. The next interesting concept about space is the concept of weightlessness. You know, there is no weight in space. It is zero. So you are 20 kgs, 25 kgs, 30 kgs. It is zero. You don't weigh anything. So at your age, you can lift 100 kgs, 200 kgs. You know, it's not a problem at all. Easily with your hand. And that is the reason we could build the space station. Can we go to the next slide and play the... So look at this video. This was my commander who is moving a huge bag. And I will let you guess what is inside this bag. But see how easily she is able to move it across the module. Can we play it, please?
Okay. Move this bag
audio increase slightly? See what is inside the bag. See how heavy that was? 3 people. Easily with one hand she was able to move, in space because there is no restriction, no concept of weight at all. And we go to the next, please. So when you go to space, you look at the image on the right, you see my photo, you see my head, it is much bigger. And that is because all the blood from my legs, it has gone to my head because there is no gravity. Nothing is pulling it down. When you get to space, you become taller. You grow in height. Did you know that? How many of you want to go to space because you will grow in height? I have some news for you. You will grow in height. I grew in height by about 5 centimeters. I grew when I was in space. But when you come back to Earth, you'll come back to your original height. So it is not a lasting change that you'll have. Next one, please. Staying in that capsule, in this station, confined inside, it is very challenging. So you have to be very psychologically, mentally very strong. You should not get bothered by small things that are happening around you. You should be very strong. Whatever happens, we will deal with it. Okay, next one, please. How many of you are doing science experiments in your labs? Are you doing experiments? I also took with me 7 different experiments to space. And it was very interesting to see how you do the experiment in space. Everything changes. You have to take care of small things, liquids, solids, everything behaves differently. Next one, please. Look at the image on the right. You see, I am hanging on a wall, on the side wall. And this is the position I used to do the experiment in for 4 hours at a stretch, continuously. And this experiment was on stem cell, how to prevent muscle loss that happens in space. Next one, please. And this one was very, very interesting. What happens when we are using a syringe on ground? When you are pulling it, you always get some air bubbles inside the syringe. So what do? You turn it upside down, you push it, the air bubbles go out, right? But in space, there is no light or heavy, as we saw, no weight. So what do you do in space to separate the air bubbles? Next one, please. Play the video. This is a video. This is what you do to separate the air bubbles. You become a centrifuge yourself and you keep pulling out so that the air bubbles don't come inside your syringe. So this day, I had to extract 3 samples from one bag. There were 12 bags, 36 samples, and I was taking almost 10 rounds for each sample. So if you see the NASA recording of this day, you will find me just going in orbit only throughout the day. From morning till evening, I was doing only this, nothing else. Next one, please. Next one. Yeah, this one. Now you can go to the next. But what was interesting, more than the science, learning how to do experiment in space was a lot of fun to understand how everything changes. Your equipment is floating, your data is floating, you are also floating, everything is floating, and you have to control all these things. Next one. After 18 days, it was time for us to come back. And now when you come back, how do you come to zero? You are traveling at 8 kilometers per second. How do you come to zero? Anybody knows? How do you decelerate? What happens? The atmosphere decelerates you, but it also makes a big fire around the capsule, a huge fireball. And I was very excited to look at that fireball, how interesting it looks. But when you come back to Earth, now Earth is new for your body. For one thing, you cannot walk when you come back. So I was feeling very good when I came back, not bad. And I thought that I will be able to walk. But you cannot walk. And I'll show you a video for that. Next one, please. Play this. This is 2 hours after the splashdown. See, I'm struggling to walk straight. So it is not that you don't have the strength. Your body has forgotten how much effort it takes to stop you from falling. The earth is pulling you down. So you have to exercise your muscles to remain standing or to remain sitting, but you don't remember that. So it takes time. And you know how much time it takes to come back to normal? Anybody, any guesses? 6 to 7 days. So it took me about 7 days to come back to normal, 80% of my capacity to be normal again. The one thing that I haven't talked to you about, all of you, is how does India look from space? Right? You remember 1984, I don't know, all the kids will not be remembering, but all the adults who are sitting in the front seats, they remember when Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma had gone to space in 1984. He was asked this question, कि ऊपर से भारत कैसा दिखता है? And that as his iconic answer was, सारे जहाँ से अच्छा. So I don't think I have a better answer, but what I can do is, I can show you how India looks from space. Okay? So what we'll do is, we'll have a look at the video, and we will be coming from the Indian Ocean and crossing over India. You will see purple flashes on ground, which is essentially thunderstorms or lightning that is happening on ground. And then we will see cities like Bangalore. And you know what? We'll also see Hyderabad in the video. You'll see the city. And then we'll go across, and finally you will see a sunrise from orbit. So can we go to the next, please? So you see the video. The green glow is the earth. The flashes that you see, these are the thunderstorms happening on ground. And let us wait for India. So this brighted peninsula you see, this is India. And the brightest city that you see is Bangalore. On top of that is Hyderabad. And look at all the thunderstorms that are happening in the night. And now you will see a sunrise. Look at that. So with that, I am done with my talk, and if there are any questions that you want to ask, I would be happy to answer. But I would like to tell you one thing before I finish. Each and every one of you has to make a promise to me. And that promise is that when we say we will make India a developed nation by 2047, who is going to do it? Yes, I am going to do it. Everybody has to say that I am going to take India to a developed nation in 2047. So I will end my talk by saying what I said from the orbit. Sky was never the limit. Not for me, not for you, and not for Bharat. Jai Hind. A bit more loudly, please. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Thank you so much. Thank you.